Cancel.
Schweezy.
Oh, here's a good story. Okay. So it was my buddy Steve Lane, also known as Stove, also known as Speeve, because in between she believed, and then in some parentheses he lied, and then there's Speeve. What's mainly important is Speeve. He had a birthday, and we threw him a surprise birthday party last Monday, exactly 1 week from when I'm recording this, which is not anywhere near what you need to do. So, and as some of you may know, that was the third day of a 3-day bender. Is that important? It will be later on in this story, so don't touch that dial. Remember when I used to say that? I forgot. I was looking at my iPad. Did not set up the soundboard for this. Will it reconnect? Will it reconnect? Will it reconnect? Oh, come on. Don't be stingy. Come on, soundboard. Don't be stingy. All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I have to re-download that. But no, it was Steve's birthday. And so everyone thought, hey, let's take him to go-karting because he's a very competitive guy, like a little over-competitive. And if you didn't know, Steve was the guy who forced us all to watch Nightmare on Elm Street and Evil Dead 2 when we all mutually agreed to watch Halloween Town. So,
Come on, Mark. Don't be stingy.
okay, I got the soundboard up. So anyways, it was his birthday. I showed up a little bit later than everyone else. Mondays are podcast days, and so I'm always very busy. I had to record new ad reads and everything, so I was being a little stingy. I can't make it out for dinner, but I'll kind of show up kind of once you guys start kart racing. And so I did. I showed up when they were kart racing. It was a place called Music City Indoor Karting. And some of you may know that obviously the pinnacle of creative business names in Nashville, Tennessee is Music City, and then in parentheses, your business. Music City Laundromat. Music City Dildos. Music City Stingy Bitches.
Come on, Mark. Don't be stingy.
Music City Spa. Music City, I can name all these, and I'm going to be honest with you. There's going to be that business is going to exist. That business is going to, if I say Music City Tacos, I'm 100% sure that exists in Nashville. Music City Sex Shop. I have to imagine that has to exist, and I have to imagine it's a very scary building to go into. Anyways, though, so we went there, and they had mini golf too. So I showed up right in time to do mini golf because obviously I had podcast shit I had to do, and being on the third day of a 3-day bender, obviously you're not going to show up on time to that shit. So anyway, and so then we played like mini golf, and then they're like, we're gonna close in like 15 minutes, and we were like, we didn't want to be those assholes who like stayed forever, but then so we did that very fast, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't pay to do mini golf. I thought I was gonna have to pay, but I didn't, so I just kind of snuck that shit in, and I played mini golf. And for let the record show, I defeated Steve in mini golf. I did defeat him. It was kind of speed mini golf, but I did beat Steve, the birthday boy. No remorse for anyone's birthday. The world is tough out there.
This is the type of guy you get.
So,
come on, Mark. Don't be stingy.
And Mark would be Steve in this situation. So that was fun. I beat Steve in speed mini golf, and he kind of cried like a little bitch. I like to assume. Some of you would call it revisionist history. I don't fucking care. And then we went to a bar, Pins Mechanical, and the doorman saw my license, and apparently my license is expired. And then he's like, I don't think I can let you in because of this. I'm like, my options are, I'm like, first of all, at one point, this was a valid license. And if someone was bringing a fake license, the license isn't going to be expired. Second of all, I'm not driving here. I'm just wanting to walk into a bar. You just have to confirm my age. That's what the IDs are for, confirming my age. And I am 28 years old. 7 years over the legal drinking age limit. Drinking a lot of drinks in the last 7 years, legally. And so he's like, well, and I was just like, well, I just won't drink, just mark my hands or whatever. And he's like, well, there's a cover charge. I'm like, there's not a cover charge for this bar, you dumbass. And then my friend, I didn't have any cash on me. My friend gave him, well, he was like, the cover charge is $10. I'm like, does anyone have cash on them? And then my friend's like, I have $8. He's like, that's fine. I'm like, well, you bitch. So fuck that guy, the doorman at that venue. But however, I did have a friend, and I guess the other guys knew him too, have been on the podcast. There's a reason I'm not going to say his name, but he gave us like a ton of free shots. I'll get back to the shots later, but then he's like, let us play bowling for free. Now it's not a real bowling alley; it's like a bar with like little bowling balls that aren't that heavy and like pins on strings. It's a weird situation. I don't know how to explain it properly, but it had like a bowling alley, but it's not like a real bowling alley. It's just kind of like something like you could set up with your friends, but the pins put themselves back up. Like that's all it really is. Like it's not like if you're good at this, like you're not going to be good at real bowling. Which I mean, like I like the bar because like if your friend, like, because sometimes like, you know, you want to go out with your friends, but then you have like some friends who are sober, you know, and I'm not going to shame anyone there. I'm not shaming the sober types because sometimes you had a rough experience. You had a rough time at one point. So, you know, I think it'd be fun. Like, you know, there's an activity, like you can drink and there's also an activity. So it's not just like being sober, like, hey guys, how's it going? And shit like that. Anyways, though, so we did get like free bowling, which is awesome because we knew the bartender, which we will not name because he gave us free bowling and a lot of free drinks. So that's the thing. So, and he's also been on the one of the podcasts I've done before. So, and I guess because of that, what my friends told me, all the since it wasn't like suspicious or anything, they put them all down as pop punk bands, and I was obviously Blink-182. I had to take that. TJ Marr of Ghost Town Remedy, don't listen to that band, they suck. He was Weezer because he's a virgin. I think my friend Megan, she was Jimmy Eat World. And then their band photographer Riley, he cannot remember the band. I asked my friends what their band was, what the band he had. I want to say could be Simple Plan. They had My Chemical Romance. Yeah. I think that's how it was. Yeah, they had My Chemical Romance. So, we'll carry on. So, and I just have to say, in regards to this episode, and this is an actual true statement. Like, some people may be thinking I'm lying here. I actually won bowling that night. Third day of the bender, I defeated everyone on that side at bowling. Steve won't let me on his side because I'll beat him. I usually, like last time I went bowling with them, Steve was on the other side too, which I'm thinking Steve is threatened by me, is the only logical thing to say here. Steve is jealous of me. I am better at him at Fortnite, and that's why he doesn't want to play with us when we play Fortnite. And I'm better at him at bowling. I'm better than DJ and his girlfriend and our friend Megan. But I think she might have quit halfway through and someone else took her spot. Damn it, the soundboard dropped. But I'm better than all of them at bowling from that one match. So, in conclusion, I am the greatest bowler of all time. And there's no... How are you going to confirm that? Because I was there, and I actually did beat them. I don't want to be like... People are going to be like, you're probably just joking that you won and pretending you're... I actually did beat them, and I was actually really happy. I'm like, I'm just so happy I beat TJ. That was like all I was like happy about. I'm just so happy I beat TJ. And so, yeah, and like I said, like I've been saying here, if you've been paying attention, if you checked out last week's episode, you will know that I was on the third day of a 3-day bender. I think I had the week before was pretty rough, and so I was just like, you know what? Like, it was kind of in the mindset of like, I don't want to. Drinking's not fun anymore to me, and so, yeah, so what happened at the end of the night. I think I got to a point where like I'm done drinking for the night, and everyone else was like, let's do shots. It's Steve's birthday, and I can't turn down a shot. It's my blood. Well, I physically cannot. It was like working, and now it's, oh, come on. Oh, I need to, well, I'm on the right track, right? I'm on the right track. Come on. Don't be stingy. I can't even play the sound. It's better when it was a physical device. Like in theory, this sounds better, but it's not. Anyways, though, yeah. So I guess we go back to their place, and they live in Hermitage, which if you didn't know, I live in East Nashville. And I think majority of this group lives in East Nashville, and they live in Hermitage because they have like this big property and house and stuff like that. And so we went back there. I think we took more shots. On the car ride there, I blacked out completely, and apparently we took more shots, and I guess other shit was going on, and then I passed out.
Come on, Mark, don't be stingy.
On the couch, and then people tried to wake me up, and then I guess I maybe woke up, and I passed out on the floor, and so I woke up on the floor of my friend's home after a 3-day bender. How it ended, how the 3-day bender ended, was waking up on the floor of my friend's home.
This is the type of guy you get.
So after that, I'm not saying I'm like, oh, I drank too much, I regret it. I'm like, I don't regret it. I was like, I just want to just do this, go hard for 3 days, and then be like, I'm sick. I don't think I want to drink for a while. Just kind of like that. I kind of just like, I just want to stop drinking for a while. One, it makes me look super bloated, which being on camera is not a good thing. It also, I gain weight. And so, like, you notice when I stop drinking, like, the weight goes down because a lot of empty calories and alcohol. So good. And I think I've mentioned this before. Just kind of like, it's not fun. I'm not having fun when I do it. Like, you're supposed to have fun when you drink. Even, like, you go out with your friends and I'm, like, drinking heavily. It's like, I don't think this is fun for me. So I gotta find that fun feeling. It's just more like, I'm drinking to fall asleep or drinking to feel good. It's not fun anymore. So, I'm just taking some time off from the bottle, just being me, just have problems sleeping, and where my falling asleep is stingy.
Come on, Mark, don't be stingy.
So, I guess
this is the type of guy you get.
So for sobriety,
let's go full throttle.
Yeah. Well, look at you. You just finished one of the many highlights from Cancel Schweezy. Glad you watched, and I hope you learned something important in your life today. We have more highlights available for you to watch, available now for you to watch. And we got full episodes as well. So don't be stingy and go watch another highlight. And like I said, stay awesome.